and welcome to yet another version or edition of Full of Fail Army. And that's right, we are now changing the format to something more personal for you. That's right. So now we are doing what we'd like to call bite-sized chunks, or as we're now going to be calling them, bite-sized editions of news. That's right, we're going to dole out smaller chunks of the news instead of having it in one large bit that you might have to, cycle through and try to parse out the information by skipping in our videos. So we're going to be giving more of a personal touch for recent events, and that way we can, sort of fine-tune to our audience likes, and that way give you more recent information, so that way we're not backed up. So, without further ado, let's start with our first bite-sized morsel. Now I'm really hungry. Alright, who's got a Mars bar? Hey? Gonke?
Hey.
You got some Whoppers?
No, I ain't
No?
no Whoppers. I do have some Jammy
Oh, now I'm
Dodgers.
sad. Wait, what? Jammy Dodgers? Oh, right. Hello, and welcome to this new format of Full of Fail Army. That's right, the new bite-sized editions, Full of Fail Army BS. Maybe we should have thought that through. But anyway, I am your loving host, Elliot Rad Rogers, the man in the iron makeup, here with our first piece of tasty morsel news for you. So, for those of you who don't know, because there's quite a lot going on lately, Sony announced last week on Friday, May 29th, that they will be showing off the PlayStation 5 during an official online showcase on Thursday, June 4th at 4 p.m. In a blog post on Friday, May 29th, Sony's boss Jim Ryan promised that the showcase will include games and will run a little bit more than an hour. He also said officially in a blog post, professional voice here, hello, my name is Jim Ryan, and I am excited to share that we will soon give you a first look at the games you will be playing on PlayStation 5 after it launches this holiday. The games coming to the PS5 represent the best of the industry from innovative studios that span the globe. Studios both large and small, those newer and those more established, have all been hard at work, developing games that will showcase the potential of the new hardware. And awesome voice. Sony first began sharing details about the PlayStation 5 back in April 2019. So as you can tell, this has been a long time coming. A lot of details have slowly been released after that, sort of like, the SSD, what it can do, and then of course things came to a raging spearhead when the Unreal 5 tech demo was running real time on the PS5, which blew everyone, including me, away. And it was, dazzling, it was marvelous, it was bonkers. Sony still expects to launch the PS5 during the holiday season, but expects to make fewer units than it did, basically due to price, due to complications, and probably due to COVID, even though they might not, call it out publicly. It's okay, I will say it for them, unofficially, of course. What we don't know is what, the internal studios are up to with the PS5 launch and all that, yada, yada, yada. Basically, that is now no longer the case. Basically, there has been a stop. Everything has stopped. And in case you are not keeping up with the news, or you're just burying your head in the sand, or being a complete arse, you know exactly what's going on. There has been some very serious issues going on, and it basically came to a spearhead over this latest weekend. What was it, May 30th, May 31st, with a lot of protests that churned into riots, and now these protests have gone worldwide, which started in the east coast of the US of A, have now reached the shores across the pond in the UK, even hitting places like Africa, Ireland, and probably elsewhere that may not be being reported on. And of course, this is, as a lot of you know and understand, a very long time coming, and something that needs to be, talked about, something that needs to be shared, something that needs to be observed. This is a very large civil unrest, and quite justified, I might add, for the extreme abuse of power. Now, we are just trying to deliver the game news and not be political in any way. However, this is seriously not to undermine the the seriousness of what is going on and the hard work a lot of people are doing to sort of bring this attention, out there to make it worldwide and known. And then, of course, you have a few sour apples. One bad apple spoils the patch that are doing naughty things, and, well, you get the case. Now, basically, there's a lot of, unrest and a lot of angry people, myself included, over the complete abuse of power and injustice that has been done for a very long time against a certain minority in this country, in the U.S., indeed, actually, the world, but especially in the U.S., and now it has boiled over. It has been a long time coming, if you ask me. And of course, the African American community is basically standing up. They're not taking any more. And pretty much everyone, myself included, and a lot of people I know, have rallied around them because this is ridiculous. It is a blatant slap in the face to anything called justice. And that's why a lot of people now just actually refer to it as the Just Us system, where those in power, those wearing the badges, can do whatever they want and get away with it and not be charged or face repercussion or ridicule, which is why it's called the Just Us system. And it's insane. It really feels like 2020 was written by a bad writer, and we're living in a really messed up movie. It really does feel that way. 2020 has been bad enough, and now we have these things where there's unfortunate people who are, being wrongly persecuted, attacked, beaten, and in, of course, this most unfortunate recent case, actually killed for very little or very no crime whatsoever. And a lot of people basically said enough is enough. So now what has turned to protesting, which of course led to incites of violence and riots because of those sour apples who, after some investigative journalism, find that they were, they're not even local, though. Some of them are out-of-towners. Some of them have links to, white supremacist groups. I mean, there's a lot of underlying issues here. There's an actual lot going on. And of course, while we're trying to just deliver some game news and not be political, it's definitely something that needs to be paid attention to. And in this time where a lot of people just want some good news, there is more important things going on, which is why we're giving you this next bit of course, the PS5 launch. Sony is postponing the PlayStation 5 event, originally scheduled for this Thursday, June 4th, stating that there are more important voices to be heard. The full statement is as follows: while we understand gamers worldwide are excited to see the PS5 games, we do not feel that right now is the time for celebration. And for now, we want to stand back and allow more important voices to be heard. The announcement comes after, of course, like I said, the weekend of protests, and they are not alone. Basically, EA even announced that it's delaying Madden NFL reveal. Activision announced that they are postponing the Season 2 for Warzone, not Season 2, but the next season for Warzone, so that, of course, what's going on can be followed. The company of PlayStation and even Last of Us 2 director Neil Druckmann shared a screenshot on Twitter saying PlayStation is matching Naughty Dog employee donations to groups like the ACLU, NAAC, and the Racial Justice Non-Profit Race Forward. So there's a lot going on here, and we definitely want to keep up with what is going on, and we definitely want to keep giving you the news, but there is far more serious things going on globally than just, of course, some video game news. However, we will continue to report on the game news to try to lighten your day, lighten your mood, but, well, this is 2020. This is what it's come to. Hopefully, while it started out horrible and it's still kind of horrible, it could get better because of all the things happening and the change that will hopefully ensue because of it. As more develops on this PlayStation 5 showcase and reveal, we will let you know.